What does this word mean? We did it yesterday. Okay, it's the average of a set of numbers. Absolute value. Does anybody remember what absolute value means? Not quite. How far the value is from what? Well, that's what this is going to be.
How far the data is from the middle.
So if I had just absolute value, it asked you the absolute value of a number. That means how far the number is from 0. Okay, so if you had a -6, what would your absolute value be? So 6, okay? Because it is the distance away from 0. So if I had a number line right here and I asked what the value of -2 was, the absolute value of -2. It's 2. Can you have a negative distance? No, your absolute value is always positive because a distance can't be negative. Somebody said, well, if you run backwards. If you run backwards 2 miles, is it any difference as running 2 miles? No. Direction doesn't matter. Distance is always a positive. All right, so instead of absolute value, instead of determining the distance from 0, we are determining the distance from the mean. Okay? So these 3 steps are what you have to follow every single time. There is no other way to do it. Okay, there's no shortcuts. It is these 3 steps. I'm going to be real cut and dry because I feel like if I try to over-explain to y'all make it a little bit harder than it needs to. So we're going to keep it as these 3 steps. I'm going to show you how to use those 3 steps. We're not going to overly talk about this, okay? So this first example, it gives me a set of numbers, right? It's a normal data set. So it says find the mean, all right? How do I find the mean of a set of numbers? Can't we use our calculator now that we know how to use our calculator? Okay, you go to Stat, Edit. We're going to put our numbers in L1. So I'm going to hit 2, 5, 8, 9, 7, 6, 3, 1, 4. I think I missed a number. 2, 5, 8, 9, 6, 3. Okay, I forgot a 5. Make sure if your strip right here, it's highlighting the last number, that you have 10 values. Like it says L1 and then it says 10. Because were there 10 numbers in the set? Yes. So I need to make sure that I have 10 entered, because if you don't enter it correctly, it's going to be wrong. Okay, what do I do after I put all my numbers? Stat, count, enter. Do y'all remember which one represented my mean?
No, Q.
It's none of the 5-number summary. It's one of these. Anybody remember which one it was?
It was the one with the X on the line, right?
Uh-huh. Good job, Ariana. It was the one with the X in the line. Okay, so that very first one, that is our mean. So our first step was find the mean. We found it. It's 5. Okay, then what does our second step say? Okay, it says find the distance each piece of data is from the mean. This is our data. Yes, this is our mean. How far away is 2 from 5? 3. How far away is 5 from 5? 0. How far away is 8 from 5?
3.
How far away is 9 from 5?
1. Oh my gosh.
How far away is 7 from 5?
2.
6 from 5?
1.
3 from 5?
2.
5 from 5?
0.
1 from 5?
4.
And 4 from 5? 1. Now, our numbers, if they repeat, is that okay? Yes. Somebody thought, I'm just going to leave that off because I already have it. That's not how it works, remember? Okay. So now, what is step 3?
On the average of those distances.
Okay, so how we found the mean with this set of numbers and we got 5, we're going to do the same thing except with this set of numbers. All right, so we're going to go back to our stat edit, and we're going to enter our new numbers in. Okay, if I'm highlighting that last number in my set, I should have 10. All right, everybody got it?
No.
All right, if it's in there, I hit stat, I go over to calc, and I hit enter. What is my new?
5.
2. So 2,
Okay, 2.
this is my mean absolute deviation. Has an acronym, you can see. Add. That's it. Okay, so it's not necessarily hard, but you have to be careful with each number. How do we feel? Not so bad. Okay, the next class got a little overconfident. We're like, let's try the next one, and then it's a little not as pretty. Okay, so we're gonna put these numbers into our calculator. What are we finding? No, we're just gonna find the mean. So I have 21, 25, 20. Okay, how many values do I have? 8. So if I should have an 8 down there, right? Okay, if you have 9, then you put one more in there. Are you highlighting the last value? Okay, yeah, if you're on that blank, it'll say 9. You have to highlight the last value. All right, so I hit stat, calc, enter.
24.25.
Okay. Now, these aren't going to be as pretty numbers, right? Because I'm trying to find out what is 21's distance from 21.45. Okay, so I do 21 minus 24.25. What do I get? Negative 3.25. Can a distance be negative? So I am not doing negative. So I do 3.25. All right. Can I do this one in my head? How far is, bless you, how far is 25 away from 24.25? Think about this as, yeah, 0.75. Think of that as $24.25, like $24.25. Then I have $25. I'm missing 3/4. Okay. And then the next one, I would do 29 minus 24.25. What'd you get?
4.7.
Yeah, we got to do all of them. 4.75. Okay, did we do 21 already? Yes. It's 3.25. Don't make it harder on yourself. If you have the same number, you should know that I did it. And if you need to check them off so you know which numbers you've done, check them off. What do we get for 22? Did I have another 22? Yes. So if you want, check it off and just write it again. All right, and then do 26 minus 24.25. 1.75. And then 28 minus, what'd you say? 3.75. Okay, still not hard, but it's kind of time consuming, right? Let your calculator do the hard work for you. Okay, so what do I do with these numbers? What? Start edit. Okay, so I have 3.25, 0.75, 4.75.
1.75 and 3.75.
Somebody open the door, please. All right, should have 8 values. All right, what is my new? And all right, who is it? Stop it right now. How many did we have right here? 8. So we had 8. Okay. What is my new mean absolute deviation? 2.75.
Show me how you get it back to L1, please.
Okay.
Excuse me.
How many numbers are we supposed to have?
I delete all of them. And then so I have blank. And then I hit second. And you see the L1 in blue. And enter. Okay. Flip it over. Right away, we are going to get rid of this question. If I am talking, should you be talking?
Yes. No.
Wait, so we're not doing B?
We're not doing B.
No, Kobe, you scribbled it.
Guys, remember what I said? Stop being so hateful. All right. I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to try this one by yourself. Steps 1, 2, and 3. I didn't say all of them. I just said that one. Yeah.
That's not bad. I like it.
But it's not bad. You just have to really understand what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Guys, when I say try it by yourself, that means you're trying it. You're not sitting back, chilling, not looking around, not talking. I saw 3 or 4 people just sitting there. Those 3 or 4 people sitting there not trying are going to have harder times with their homework, where the people that are trying are going to feel a whole lot better about it.
Where's your calculator?
What? You're gonna... You said I forgot. What?
You need to bring me this stuff, okay? Ask for $10 so that you can get one from the library.
Did you get your mean?
Isn't that the X in the line?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you subtract this number from your mean.
We write the whole
All the
number
numbers
out.
too?
All of them.
But this has decimals.
It's okay.
Oh.
The one we just did had decimals.
Wait, so you're record mean first?
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. I don't know if I did it right.
It says round to the nearest hundredth.
I see you walk a tiny bit.
I'm still schooling.
Oh, you still have pizza?
But I feel like it's stuck. I feel like it's not. What did you do, Matt?
Wait, we ran the mean to the nearest 100.
What did you do?
I don't know. Accidentally pushed on the wrong button. We ran to the. I'm sorry.
100.
We ran that.
After you get your mean, you're gonna check. You're gonna subtract.
Guys, I said you can round to the nearest hundredth.
From this one.
So your mean that you're gonna get on number, like, so the first step, guys, listen. Stop.
Sorry.
On the first one, your mean, it's a decimal in the thousandths place, Maddox and Mikey. You need to round it to the hundredths
Oh.
to make it easier.
Wait, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but it's gonna make it easier.
Nope, now you
Do
just
I
made
make
So
it.
if you've started and you didn't round, it's okay.
Do I make the negative
I just
to
erased it.
I would. I mean, I'm just saying I would.
Miss Frog,
Yes,
do I
ma'am.
make the negative to positive?
Yes, no negatives. So just leave it off. Mikey, use the calculator. Maddox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How would I find the average again?
That's the stat edit.
Would it be 10.125? You know.
Yeah, did you subtract these from this? And then that's what it gave you?
I haven't done it correct. Hold on. Hold on. Don't spray that. Can I spray on the other?
Hush. Hush.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Perfect. What do you need?
Okay, anybody need another minute?
Yes.
Come on, Fred.
Look at you go like.
Can you see? Oh, there it is. There's so much battery acid in this one.
We need a new one.
Wait. Will it take one of those batteries too?
Big roach guy.
I'm just saying, because if I can get this one to work, I'll let him use it.
That's roach.
Just him in this class.
And leave it here.
Yes.
Yeah. I can ask Jason for batteries.
Well, yes, but there's a little. Okay, y'all ready to go over it?
No, I'm like 2 more lines.
Okay.
Numbers.
I don't know why I have
Did
these.
you get?
Salió. 10,000 y algo. Ah, no.
Yes.
Mira, pelotita. Ándale, ven, papá. Ven. Para sacar estos números, después de que te sale este número aquí, restas 21 menos 24.25. 3.25.
Y adentro.
Y luego, este de aquí, porque metió todos estos números en el chat. Metió 21. Metió 21, 22, 26, 28 y 29. Entonces tenemos
Maddox.
2, 4, 6, 8 números. Fíjate que tenemos 8 números. Pero lo vamos a hacer.
It feels weird when you go to your like hair.
No, I don't think it works. We'll go.
Enter,
Look.
enter,
Caleb, no one.
It doesn't
El
work.
número de arribita es tu mi en este tipo de problemas. Entonces, cuando te pida mi, significa este número.
Oh.
Y como te lo vas a aprender en la hoja en número 10, te fijas que tiene una X, una rayita encima, y te dice enseguida, es
All right.
de dónde
I'll put it for
salió
you.
We're going over it.
este número.
Que
Lo vas a restar. Entonces, después de
¿Cómo
que
le
te
sacó?
Okay, what was my mean absolute? Or no. No. What was my mean of this set of numbers? What was it?
y haces otra vez. How? Y lo enter.
Okay, it had to be to the nearest hundredth. So you could have either done 264.875, or if you rounded, it had to be 264.88.
What?
Near hundredth, guys. How many decimal places after the decimal is hundredth?
2.
2.
Was that right?
Okay.
I even knew that.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, 2. So the distances you should have gotten. If you did 3 decimal places, it's going to look a little bit different. Okay, I did to 2 because I rounded to this. All right, because guys, look right here. Look right here. Right here.
Oh, I did the 10.
I even told you hundredths.
I forget.
All right, so it was, so at 8.88. Now, guys, so I did it like, well, 256 was 8.88 away. I have another one right there. I had 0.12. I had 17.88. So if yours looks a tiny bit different, it's okay.
Mine is like way off. Yeah, mine's way off.
I got the exact same thing this morning.
I forgot how to round.
Okay, did anybody round it like this?
Wyatt.
Me.
McClellan has it like this.
Okay.
I did it like that.
Okay.
I have it in my calculator.
So your mean absolute deviation from this should have been 10.125 or 10.13. Okay, either one of these.
You got it.
So even though you rounded to the 10th, it still gave you the same thing?
Yep.
Good. All right. Now, these questions are what y'all really need to pay attention to because it gets kind of tricky.
We have like
This says, I know, which data value is furthest away from the mean? Okay, so which one of these is the furthest away from 264?
285.
285. Okay. Okay, how far is this value from the mean? So we would take this value
Check it.
minus 264.88. It's 20.12 away.
Wait, which data value is the farthest from my
Okay, these are our data values. It wants to know how far it was away from the mean. Not mean absolute deviation, mean. Okay? But it didn't hundredth. This is nearest hundredth. This is the hundredth. Okay, are there any data values that are more than twice the absolute deviation? No. Okay, y'all do this one real quick because they're small numbers. It doesn't take you long. Find your answer. Miss Aguilar is passing out your